Hello, 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 hello? Hello. Okay, guys, I am back yet again. Today, we'll be discussing the severe weather threat in North Dakota this time. Not just North Dakota, it's in Canada too. I'm not gonna discuss it as much in Canada, I don't have as much information in Canada, to be honest, but, just with this radar app specifically. I do have warnings, though, so we'll still look at those. It's mostly gonna be on the tornado potential in the United States, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, the areas with the tornado watch, and also the severe thunderstorm watch. I'll be focusing on the severe thunderstorm warnings over there. I was live yesterday, if you did not catch that. What I'm likely going to do eventually after the severe weather sequence, I'm probably going to do like a little video on this. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make a video before this, so that's probably why there's not going to be as many people in here, because there was no build up to this. But either way, here we start with our severe weather coverage. You can see over here there's our 2 tornado warnings currently active, both in North Dakota, and you can see we just got a mesoscale discussion. It does say tornado potential will increase over the next couple of hours. One thing I will say, this is probably not going to be a continuous live stream. So what I mean by that is, I'm going to be live for the next hour or so, but probably what's going to happen, if things don't play out as they're expected to play out, then I'll probably leave, and if things start to go on the rise again, then I'll be back. But I'm probably not going to make this a long stream if nothing happens. Even if stuff happens, I think I have to go in an hour anyways, so probably what I'll do, I'll take a short break, and then I'll come back like an hour or so later, so I'll see what happens. But that's what we're currently watching right now, across North Dakota, and that's what you should be prepared for with this live stream. So still a very widespread risk for tornadoes today. We did have a tornado warning down here earlier. I'm not really seeing any rotation anymore. This has mostly fallen. The rotation has fallen apart. But we're still watching it. We're still watching some of these storms in Nebraska. They can get their act together. I mean, there is a good environment in this area, but honestly, I don't think today is going to be as crazy as some of the models highlighted. I only put an orange on my thumbnail, mainly because that is where the highest risk is, and I wanted to differentiate it from everywhere else. And I kind of wanted to show where I think the highest risk is going to be out of the SBC outlook. And yes, it does include Canada too, but I can only show a little bit of it because I don't know, I couldn't fit the map on. But either way, yeah. So this is what we're currently watching. You saw that mesoscale discussion. Thunderstorm development continues along the cold front. Modus favor quick transition from supercells to clusters, given mean layer shear vectors largely parallel to the front. So that has some significant wind. Yeah, so we are expecting some potential for an increase in tornado threat, but it's not really going to be with supercells. We're not expecting that anymore. It looks like it's mostly going to be this cold front that's developing, which makes sense. That's kind of what we were thinking of. In Canada, it's been a slightly different story. We have had some tornadoes, I think, in Manitoba. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, it's said in the warning that they were confirmed, but there's no, PDS tornado warning and stuff like that there, so. We do also have tornado risk down here, even though I'm not really seeing much. The only tornadoes we've had today, actually, were in Michigan. I was obviously not able to go live for that. That was way too early. But you saw that there was a few tornado reports in Michigan there, too. So, I mean, we could get some cameras here. Let me see how many cameras North Dakota actually has. I gotta change the scene. Where are we? So, we're in between Mina and Towner. Yeah, there's, no cameras in this area, actually. You can see it's still light over here, but it looks like these are picture cameras, so that's unfortunate. I don't know if there's gonna be, actual cameras closer to the city. Yeah, it's not. So, I don't think we can actually use these cameras because they're not, videos, so I wouldn't use them. I'm just gonna look at the radar for now. If we find any other cameras, we'll go to those, but as of right now, that's not really what we're concerned with. So you can see an update was just made with this tornado warning over here in northwestern. This is like the only tornado warning that's not on the cold front you can see. So that's trying to develop. You can see this is still active. Honestly, I'm surprised why they're keeping this, because I mean, also it's right next to the radar, so you can't really tell. This is where the tornado probably would be, near Glenburn, because you can see that bookend vortex beginning to develop. And I mean, I see it, but it's very weak. I don't know about the storm, honestly, guys. But this storm is warned for baseball-sized hail too, so definitely be aware of that if you live in Columbus, right across from the under the Canadian border. You can see these areas of rotation in Canada too, near Beausejour, Dugald, but I don't think there's actually a tornado on the ground. Yeah, it's saying possibly producing a tornado. That's how I know. So okay, so they're still extending this. I mean, maybe they're looking at this thing right here. Wait, let me switch to velocity again. Maybe they're looking at this thing right here, but it's not really lining up with reflectivity, so I'm kind of confused. But I guess. I mean, it does have some rotation. I bet we just can't see it on the radar because it's way too close. So that happens too. Of course, we do have some more discrete storms further down south. I think most of these storms are developing along the cold front, but, I mean, we will see some more discrete storms later on. Potentially, I mean, I'm not sure. They said it's not really likely, so we're probably not going to see more discrete storms. Probably not. But we'll see. Okay, so we just got a tornado warning over here, and that looks pretty interesting. Over here near Oakburn. I'm not seeing a CC drop, although the CC drops on these Canadian radars are kind of harder to tell. This is possibly producing a tornado, so we're not really expecting we're not seeing that a tornado's on the ground with that, but I would still keep my eye out if you live in Oakburn and Elphinstone, Manitoba. That's tornado warning. It's interesting how this cold front is developing, because, like, you can see it kind of, like, moves back here, but I don't think that's the cold front that we're talking about. I think the cold front goes up here. It's just, this is, like, some convection kind of behind the line. It's closer to the actual center of the low that's causing all of this. But yeah, I mean, not too much going on right now. There is tornado warnings active, so we're still watching those. 2 tornado warnings in the United States, and I think 2 tornado warnings in Canada, yeah. So that's what we're watching. And it just says 2 tornado warnings are active, because, I mean, I think I'm mostly focusing on the U.S., I mean, it is the equivalent of a tornado warning in Canada, too, so I could change it, but I would have to ask people's opinions on that. Alright, but I guess we should go over our SBC outlook, so let's do that. Sorry. Let me just do this real quickly. I'm just trying to pull it up. Alright, here you go. So this is the SBC outlook. Let me zoom in. Right here. Enhanced risk. It's much more expansive than it used to be. You can see it goes all the way down from Canada to the Oklahoma-Texas border, so that's definitely a change. You can see over here, there's still that tornado risk. It is going to be updated in about 30 minutes, so this is almost outdated, but not quite. Wind over here, and then hail over here. Wind is 45% Sig 1. Hail is 30% Sig 1, so there you go. That is what the outlook is for today, and of course we have some more tomorrow. More storms tomorrow. That is more likely to become more tornadic, from what I've heard, but I haven't looked at the models too much yet. I've looked at the models for today, though, and apparently we're supposed to have some sort of supercell fire near the North Dakota-Minnesota border on the RFSA, but I don't know. I think that's a reliable model, but, I mean, all of them are probably reliable, but it's probably not maybe a reliable situation, but so, honestly, this is looking like the more interesting rotation right now. This one near Portal. Right here. It looks like that's more developed, but it's kind of hard to tell what's going on with that storm, to be completely honest. This looks like a very similar setup to what that other storm system in... What was it? On Sunday was like. It looks kind of similar to that. I wasn't live for that, but I know that it caused some tornadoes up there, so it's kind of similar to that, it seems. See all these supercells in Canada. Definitely quite a bit of them. They look better than the ones in the United States. In the bad term, I guess you could say. But yeah, these are... The warm front must be up here. Maybe that's why. The warm front must be up there, but... Still, this would cause these storms to still rotate. But we're still watching these. I mean, it's still a wind threat, of course. Still 70-mile-per-hour winds possible. And there was expected to be a wind threat today, so that's what we were expecting. We do have a storm firing here. This is similar to what I saw in Kansas yesterday. There was a storm firing in front of the line. It never did anything, but it's heading straight north. Probably we might get a few storms like that just go into the line, but I'm not really sure about this one. I don't think it's gonna do anything. It's too weak right now. I'm just watching it because it just appeared. Just appeared. Don't think we have any cameras, so that's why I'm not looking for them. We might have some in Canada, of course, but I don't know. We could look for them, but I'm not really sure if that would work. I don't think that would work. So. And plus, these rotations are honestly not even looking that bad right now. I mean, there is this little hook here. You can see it. Wait, the super thunderstorm watches away. Can see it. Little hook right there. And it is rotating a little bit. It does look like it's more, but I think that is contamination. So, there you go. Okay, looks like they took away that tornado warning, so let me change my title. Yeah. Alright, so let's see the environment around these storms. I do want to look at that. Let me go to... Just give me a second. Just be seeing this. I mean, I do want to look at that because just in case if we do have anything going on that we're just not seeing. Show that here. Can look. There is some shear out ahead of this line, but you can definitely tell this line is doing a number on the shear past it. I don't know if that's actually what's causing it, but you can see there's some shear behind the line, but I'm not really sure if that's going to help us. You can see there is some storms behind the line, like that one tornado warning we have active right now, and that's in some pretty good wind shear, and you can see also the better wind shears in Canada too. You can also see a lot of good wind shear in Nebraska, which it is possible to get a storm down there, that's for sure. Cape, looking at that, I think that's where the problem is. I mean, honestly, the best environment is, like, far northwestern North Dakota. Because, like, once again, we have a stout cap in place. So that's not really going to help. I mean, you can see there is some open space in Nebraska with a lot of cape. Like, central, western, eastern Nebraska. You can see there's a little bit of an area where that supercell was going to form, like, on the model. But not anymore. We're not really expecting that. I mean, it would have formed by now, so. We do have an extension to this tornado warning. This is basically going to go into Canada any minute now. It's going to hit Portal dead on. So it's a small town right on the border there. But not really seeing much with that. I don't think that's going to cause major damage or anything like that. But if you live in Portal, I would still go to your safe spot. Safe spot is the most interior room of your home or a sturdy shelter. Of course, that would be the most interior room of a sturdy shelter. But yeah. I'll talk more about it later. See over here, all the cape. Let me see some other things on this mesoskeleton. Supercell composite. I think that does mean that there's cap there. I don't know. I don't know what these shadings mean. Oh. This must be cap. Yeah, this must be cap, so there's some cap there. But you can see in eastern North Dakota, there is an environment there. So I'm unsure if anything's going to actually develop there, but we'll see. I mean, there is some storms near that area, but I'm not really expecting much with the one near Devil's Lake specifically. If we get more storms to develop near the Grand Forks Fargo area, then we're probably going to see much more. But I don't know. There's a low chance that that's going to happen, honestly. Well, at least with what the Mesoskill discussion said. But you can see a lot of storms here. You can see one near Stanley. It's looking a little interesting, but it's more of a supercell, not really rotating at all. Yes, I mean, I'm honestly not expecting much, so... I thought we were gonna have more of an active part of the day. Don't know if that's gonna happen. If we do get storms to fire over here, I'll look at that, and then I'll probably go live again. I'm thinking I'm gonna stop going live. Probably, yeah. But if we do get more stuff over here in the Grand Forks area, then I would probably pay attention to that, so... Anyways, guys, I'm not going to do the whole outro, because I probably am going to come back. I'll see. But, yeah. I'll see you guys later. I'm just going to end this right now. Sorry for the short stream. It just doesn't really seem necessary to stream right now. I mean, there is one tornado warning, so I will focus on that, but just know that you should be in your safe spot over there. So. Bye.